Hi everyone, I'm Pranoti, host of Under the Microscope. This series is brought to you by the Real Scientists Nano team. Our goal is to provide a platform where scientists can communicate their work and interact with the public. With that in mind, every week we introduce you to a scientist working in the field of materials or nanoscience, who tweets from the Real Scientists Nano Twitter account, which is realsci_nano.
Hi everyone, my name is Pranoti. I am the host of Under the Microscope, and today we have with us Reza Rouzegar, who is a PhD student at the Freie Universität of Berlin in Germany, of course, and is also associated with the Fritz Haber Institute, which is the Max Planck Institute in Berlin. So, hi Reza, how are you?
Hi, Pranati. I'm fine, thanks. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay, excellent. Let's start by understanding your research. So please explain your research to us in super simple words, please.
Sure. Basically, my current research focuses on two main topics that are highly related, spintronics and terahertz spectroscopy. So what is spintronic in simple terms? So in simple words, classic electronics is basically they use only the charge of electrons as information carrier. So in spintronic, we try to use another degree of freedom, which is the spin of electron, to carry informations. And so basically, this is called spintronic in general terms. So one simple, conventional use of a spintronic is in storage devices. For example, you need to assign bit 0 and 1. You can assign it to spin up and down, and you can store information. So, and basically, to store information, of course, you would like to read and write. So simple operations, simple spin operations would be turning a spin up and down. And, for example, transport spins or detect the spins. So my research mainly focuses on these simple spin operations, which are very fundamental. And of course, I would like to do them as fast as possible, for example, in terahertz regime. And why? First, because in order to basically survive in the science, we need to be very competitive with the current technologies. For example, in fibers, we know that today you can transfer information up to tens of terabits per second. And this is in terahertz range. So in order to be competitive, we need to do these operations in terahertz frequencies. And as I said in the beginning, I'm also basically interested in terahertz spectroscopy. And another reason that we believe terahertz spectroscopy is a very good tool is that in physics, for example, in condensed matter physics, the many fundamental modes of condensed matter lies in the terahertz range. For example, the lattice vibrations, phonons, or even magnons. Basically, the mode lies in the terahertz range, and the terahertz spectroscopy give access to us into new physics to study these phenomena.
Okay. Wow. Excellent. This sounds really, really interesting. So, Reza, what kind of followers expect in the week that you will be tweeting from the Real Scientist Nano Twitter account?
Okay, so basically, I guess I can explain my career path so far because I didn't have a very direct career path. I studied electrical engineering in my bachelor and then telecommunication engineering in my master, and now I'm doing PhD in physics. And they are a little separated, so I will explain how I can basically manage to do that. And then I will focus on basically on each stage about my research topics that I worked. And then and in my master, I worked on molecular communication, and I made recently animation about what I did in my master. So I'm so excited to share this video with audiences. And then, of course, I also basically take some video and try to share some of the insight into the lab, because I'm also this week in the lab. I can take some videos and share with audiences. I'm so excited.
That sounds amazing. That sounds really, really cool. So thank you very much, Reza. Looking forward to speaking with you in the longer podcast as well. And very, very excited to have you on Real Scientist Nano. So thank you very much for speaking with me.
You're welcome. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for listening. I also want to thank my team, Johanna, who is our news editor and curator liaison, Swenya, who is our podcast engineer and curator liaison, Lucia, who is our media and website coordinator, and myself, Pranoti, being the owner of the Science Talk and host of Under the Microscope. To know more about us, visit our website, thesciencetalk.com, and follow us on Twitter at realsci_nano.